professional artist here in New Mexico. I do big oil paintings. I've tried all kinds of mediums, but this is what I do the most. I've been painting since I was a little boy. I used to work on, I was always drawing. I worked a lot of sheets of paper with colored chalk and pencil. And when I was 11 or 12 years old, I got curious about how painting worked. And there was nobody around to tell me. I didn't ask many questions. I just decided I would find out how to do a painting. So what I did is I got on my bicycle. I rode to the art store, the only one I knew of. I'd seen it at the edge of the highway. And I asked the woman that ran the art store, how do you paint? What do these people do? And she gave me this little set of paints. They're like little finger size, the oil's about that big. And a little set of canvases. I put them in the basket of my bicycle and I pedaled all the way home. And I started painting.
I first began to paint, seriously started to pursue my art while I was living in Dallas. I've always been an abstract person. As a little girl, I loved anything that had an abstract thought or formation. I just seemed to naturally be attracted to that and understood it. I understood what it was about. I love the freedom, I love the expression, and to me, abstract painting isn't just painting, it's a language.
My palette is the whole table. It's on wheels, I can roll it around, I can paint different places here, but by and large, these are the paints I use. I use only 8 or 9 colors because I can mix any color. The longer you paint, the more you learn. You can make any color at all. I don't own any black because I can mix black out of other colors. I have reds, umbers, yellows, just a few colors I can do anything with. I use gloves because oil paint is poisonous. It's toxic. You don't want to get it in your skin and your mouth, you know. I still get it over me, but I use these gloves. I constantly just use new gloves and throw them away. This is my brushes right here. I keep them in thinner because they're not really clean, but it keeps them ready to clean. When I'm ready to paint, I pull them out, wipe them off with paper towel, which I have constantly down here. I just wipe the paint out of them. And believe it or not, it makes them so clean I can paint with them just that fast. So I mix all my paint along here. Every few years, I just throw this board away and get a new board so I have a nice clean board to work on. I think it's the superior medium, and that's why I paint in it.
Sometimes I paint with a knife. Sometimes I paint with my fingers. Sometimes I paint with a brush. And then I love using, these are called painter's pads. They have a very velvet surface, and they will put a background of paint on a canvas almost effortlessly. And so these are wonderful. They're disposable. I love these. And paintbrushes, anything that can give texture. And it's not as much about creating the type of texture as it is how I want the painting to speak. And that could bring in a variety of different types of things, from a ruler or to a staining technique, or to adding different types of substances to give a different effect. So it's endless, and that's what I love about acrylics. One of my favorite things in acrylics that I like to use is tar gel. It's called clear tar gel. It's a substance that contains fibers, and when you mix it with paint, say you want to have a red color with the tar gel, you mix it together. It doesn't change the color of the paint, but it gives this unique, kind of forms a capsule around the color. Each painting I do has its own personality. I don't have a formula that this painting is going to be exactly like the painting I just did. I don't like to do that because I like each original thought to have a translation into my work. There's so much freedom in being able to paint how I paint and what I paint, and the type of medium that I use.
This piece is it's a common theme for me. It's a theme I paint often. It's something that's intriguing to me. It's a group of riders, a journey. And once again, as I said, I don't always understand what my paintings symbolize or what they mean. it's a journey not intended to look at the writers for a long time. They don't turn and look at you, they look forward into the painting. And people ask me how come we never see their faces, but I don't want to see their faces. I want to be pulled into the painting instead of being stopped by looking at them. So I look at them, but like them, I feel I'm riding forward into the painting or toward the light. You see it brightens up into the distance. And that's where the answer is. That's where the action is that bright place in the distance. Our eyes automatically go toward bright places. They look away from shadows. So the whole painting is designed to draw you deeper and deeper and deeper, not so much into the forest, but through the forest to where you come out into the bright place. And you can see their figures in the far distance there. And this is a very typical type of work I do. I've been doing this idea, I call it a suite of images. I've been doing this idea for 2 or 3 years. And I may do it for 2 or 3 more years, or I may get tired of it in a few months. I mean, when I do, I just let things go and I try something else. But it's a journey through the forest, and it's a kind of a universal tribe, and it's the kind of painting I'm somewhat known for, and that's the kind of painting I like doing.
Well, these are actually photographs of paintings. This painting was quite large. This was I believe it was a 60-inch by 72-inch painting. And the name of that is called Soul Fuel. I like the directions, the geometry, and the colors, and the glimpse that you can get from in and out of maybe a couple of different views of different images that are overlapping or change direction, things of that nature. My paintings do have a direction in which they are hung. I do paint them with an objective format, and sometimes people with abstract paintings feel that you can hang them upside down or sideways, and they do have a direction that they should be hung in.
BC Nowlin donates a painting at least once a year for our laughter event, and our proceeds go to any one of our departments. Could be oncology, could be nursing, could be children's area, and he's very generous in giving us a painting so that we can get that on our silent auction, and proceeds go to any one of our programs. So he has really been generous to our foundation. Thank you.
I want to take my artwork new places. I want to go different directions of the work. One painting leads to another. Paintings give you ideas that you haven't tried before. It's like a tree, the branches go out. I have images I'm already doing. I have whole groups of paintings I'm doing that people haven't seen yet, because they need new venues, they need new galleries, they need new exhibitions. And I'm presently, even today, I'm working on pieces that people would never believe I painted. And this is the year I'm going to put them out there. So I can tell you that I'm working on new images right now. That's all I can say about it.
I'm seeking to have more national representation through galleries throughout the United States or in different areas. I've always been fascinated, though, with painting guitars. I'd love to paint guitars or have my designs published on guitars.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.